Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are carrying on with the Legendary Goku event. 10 new missions, we got this one and one more left to do. This is the Time Travelers run. So this one definitely has the potential to be one of the ones that is a little bit longer, because the team has a really weird selection of units. Like, none of the units, apart from physical Easy A, Vegito Blue, who is an absolute beast, none of the units stand out as being really good, like, damage dealing units, but who are also good enough defensively to operate on this team and, you know, not just get absolutely destroyed when we get to UI Goku at the end. So I did bring this Xeno Vegeta. Like I said, I've tried not to double up units as much as possible, but he was on the Vegeta family team because he's a Vegeta family support unit, but he's such a good unit for this event. Like, by the time we get to the end of the event, he'll take double digits from super attacks, and we just need like a couple more units like that on the team if we are actually going to make it all the way through the run. So I did decide to bring the Bardock as well, because I didn't use him on the Super Saiyans run. Haven't used him for any of these runs, I don't think, and he is a very good unit. One thing that we have to note though is he's going to be in his base form for quite a long time, because he infinitely stacks defense before he transforms, but he doesn't stack it quickly enough that if we just transform him straight away, he'll be good enough to survive when we get to like UI Goku. We need to have him build up his defense for probably most of the event, to be honest. I probably won't transform him until we get to STR UI, because then at least he's going to have type advantage. We can transform him and then start dishing out some real damage with his super attacks. So I think that's going to be the best way to do it. I'm going to float him off. I'm going to have him on rotation with physical Vegito Blue, because they do at least have prepared for battle, fierce battle. And Vegito Blue doesn't really need the best link partner in order to still be incredibly good. So in fact, we'll probably go ahead and put you here, take advantage of the multiple counters, because Goku Black actually won't even get a chance to counter. I'll say Goku Black probably won't do enough damage to actually finish off the Goku here because of the type disadvantage, and he takes quite a long time to build up his defense as well. But once he's transformed into Rose a little bit into the event, and then we can start building up that defense, because he greatly raises defense. He raises by 50% every super, so he's going to easily get to that sort of level, double digit damage from super attacks levels of defense. So, and then I brought this Kumba. He's going to go well on rotation with the Goku Black, because obviously once he transforms, Rose gives a buff to extreme type allies, and Kumba infinitely stacks attack and defense and can be pretty good. I think he gives a buff to extreme allies as well, so they'll work out quite nicely. And of course they do have a couple of the Saiyan links, so that they do at least work reasonably well together on the rotation. Because I just needed to bring someone alongside this Rose, because like I said, he can build up his defense super well, but he doesn't stack his attack. So by the end of the event, when we get to UI Goku, he's not really going to be doing a lot of damage to him. Whereas having someone partnered with him who infinitely stacks attack, especially someone who has the ability to get additionals and keep that stacking going quicker and quicker, is going to be really beneficial. Ooh, that was very late. The dodge animation came up there. I thought we were going to be taking those hits head on. So who's got the most defense? Probably, yeah, I was going to say probably Bardock, since Vegito gets his from actually attacking. But I'm gonna let Bardock go first, for the simple fact that Vegito Blue could, if we get that like God Roll RNG, he could just do 3 super attacks and kill Goku, which then defeats the point of getting in as many supers as possible with Bardock to stack up his defense. So we'll let him go first. We do miss out on the little bit of counter damage, but you know, we didn't take a lot of damage, so that's fine. So what is this is the big thing though, is what is the RNG going to be like? Because obviously I've seen clips and GIFs and stuff of people who've gotten all the way to in UI Goku, and then with the right RNG, Vegito Blue physical just kills him in one turn. Like multiple super attacks, quick counters, and then yeah, it's just over for him in that one turn. So maybe we could be lucky and have that happen for us, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm certainly not going to scrap the run and try it again if we don't get that scenario arise, but We'll keep going. So they're both on about the same health at the moment. I know Kumba benefits most from being in the first slot. This is the free-to-play one from the story event. So, yeah, he loses some of his attack and defense after getting attacked, but he launches an additional super within the same turn after receiving an attack as the first attacker. So if we put him in the first slot, he gets that guaranteed additional super, and then of course he still has the potential to get an additional super from his hidden potential system as well. So go ahead and put him in the front. Okay, yeah, he's still taking quite a bit of damage. I think it's probably worth it to take these risks earlier on though, I guess. Get these extra super attacks in where we can. Because obviously the free-to-play units that infinitely stack defense, they don't build them up as quickly. Hey, there you go, we get the additional. I'm pretty sure I gave him 4 additionals in the hidden potential system as well. So getting the 3 super attacks, there you go, made up for that little bit of defense that we lose from him getting attacked. And then he was on double-digit damage, so that's all good. So close. Wait, who's in the last slot? Because you know Vegeta doesn't hit very hard at all. I honestly don't think he could take him out here. Less than 600,000 attack stat. Oh, if he got a crit, he would have. But so yeah, this will probably do some damage. 55. That's fine. So again, need to put Bardock first. Get Bardock to get a super off, raise his defense, and then I'll grab these with you. Grab a little bit of extra HP and push that Dokkan bar up a little bit more. He does only stack defense, but again, it's only in his base form, so as much as he's not going to be putting out crazy damage for the time being, we need to build up his defense so he can survive the things to come. So I did find a Rainbow Goku Black friend as well. It was actually a guest. It was the only Rainbow one that came up, so hopefully we are going to be successful in this first run. Oh, okay. Now, we didn't trigger the Dokkan attack, which means Vegito Blue on the next turn could potentially come in and do some nice damage with the Dokkan. It kind of depends how many attacks are in the front slot, but I mean, even though he won't have raised his defense yet, he is going to get counters, so maybe we'll just put him in the first slot anyway. At least the Goku Blacks, whilst they're not building up their defense, only their defense, at least they have type advantage here, so pretty reasonable damage. Here comes a super. What are we up to on you defense-wise? Oh, 17k, yeah, very good. And a dodge, okay, yeah, dodge the normal attack that would have done double digits. Classic Dokkan logic. So, ooh. I can't super with him if I put him in the first slot. If we put Bardock in the first slot, we also can't super actually, so that's, I guess that doesn't matter. What's Bardock's defense now? 134, so yeah, it's nowhere near what we want it to be. But hopefully he won't take tons of damage from this, and then we'll just get the Dokkan attack with Vegito Blue. Don't super me? There we go. Okay, good. So depending on the follow-up attacks, and then of course the fact that we are going to get counters, this should be the end for you. We definitely built up the Dokkan bar super fast, considering we're only on Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Like, I feel this run is already being quite a bit slower than some of the previous ones, but I swear when the event first came out I did a Time Traveler's run, because obviously it was one of the first times we had an event where the Ink Goku Black was really, really good. And I built the team way too defensively focused, and I swear that run was like an hour long. So, obviously we didn't have Easy A physical Vegito Blue back then though, just busting out all these super attacks. But the heal from the Dokkan attack means we are finally going to get some Rose transformations. Do we have both? Okay, we didn't have both on the same turn. Oh, well, we have Gawasu and Zamasu here, so that is going to be a huge buff to everyone's defense. And then those as well. Because they are basically there for their support, despite having the, I think it's 70% chance to dodge from their passive. I think I gave them full dodge in the dupe system as well. I have 3 dupes in mine, so Not a lot of damage from the super attack, which is cool. Additionals for you. It's getting these additionals very regularly, which is what we want to see. Because obviously we're not critting against an STR unit, which is bad. But our defense is clearly getting pretty good. Type disadvantage and we took double digits. We just need him to keep stacking and stacking so that we can actually deal decent damage to UI Goku once we get that far. Because obviously we're going to start out slow, but we will slowly but surely be building up our attack and defense. So I think we can safely put you in the first. No super feed though. Yeah, I can't keep not getting supers with Bardock, so I'll have to go ahead and sacrifice a super attack on Vegito Blue. Because yeah, we need this Bardock to build up as much as possible. But I mean, yeah, Vegito Blue's fine here apparently. Can we additional into a super? 3 normal attacks. Okay, well, I mean, we're not taking any damage, so I guess we didn't need the defense raise. The attack raise would have been nice, a little bit of extra damage on the counters, but I'm not going to complain about taking double digits. Okay, now we're going to get supered. 73k. Yeah, see, his defense still not. He's definitely not LR Gohan. Let's put it that way. I mean, obviously he's not an LR, but yeah, that man like gets to the point where he takes no damage from anything so quickly. Yeah, so probably kind of unfair to compare the other units to him, especially when they're not LRs. But still, I've been spoiled by just how good he is. So let's put you in the front. So I'm going to try and take advantage of that and get as many extra supers as we can. Seems like a good idea. Plus, of course, Rose, everyone else on the team who stacks, the higher and higher they build their defense, the more orbs we're going to get. The more healing we're going to get when we pick up the same type orbs. So that obviously just helps out overall as well. But this combo definitely taking a little while to build up. Not at a million attack stat yet. So I mean, we're what? Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we've got God Goku coming up next. God and Blue Goku probably going to be a little bit slow as well for these guys. But we'll get there. Nice crit from Goku Black. That's what we like to see. And then yeah, we're just not going to take any damage. And see, Xeno Vegeta not really going to do. I mean, crit 430k, we'll take that. So this, and then I mean they're never going to really do any damage anyway, so we might as well just boost the Dokkan gauge / get a little bit of HP. Super attack 24,000. Okay, that's much better. I mean, obviously, as soon as we get to God Goku, he starts hitting a lot harder than this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so we're definitely not close to where we want to be in terms of Bardock's defense. But yeah, I definitely learned that the hard way. I did an Infinite Dragon Ball History run. I think it was when we did the full Bardock team versus Infinite Dragon Ball History, and I transformed him way too early. And as we got to the stages near the end, he was just taking an absolute beating. So we need to build up his defense as much as possible throughout this run. So definitely going to put the putting the Goku Blacks at either end here. So we've got the type advantage. God Goku's not really going to be able to do anything to them on this rotation. So a super attack against Comba is really the only bad thing that can possibly happen here. We'll have to start doing some defense checks very soon as well. 8.3. No additional super. But I mean, still taking, as long as he's taking double damage from God Goku, that's a really good sign. AGL Blue Goku is going to be a bit scary, I guess, for Comba because he does have type disadvantage. So even if normal attacks aren't doing too much, a super attack could definitely be bad for us. But I mean, look at that. He took like no damage that turn whatsoever. So now in this situation, I don't think Vegito Blue will finish off Goku, so I am going to go ahead and let him go first and then let Bardock super. Also, because Bardock has type disadvantage, his defense might be okay against God Goku, but yeah, if this happens, I mean, this will still do a decent bit of damage to Vegito Blue, don't get me wrong. Yeah, 228k, okay, chill. I mean, at least we know from the damage we're taking now, he's not going to kill us, because he's not going to do any damage to Xeno Vegeta. But Yeah, that was a lot of damage. That probably would have been more on Bardock, so I'm fine with that. But then, yeah, let's fire off all of these super attacks. Okay, 2 supers, 2 normals, and then if we get some crit counters here... Okay, no crit. Unfortunately, the counter's not doing a huge amount without crits. Come on. Do it. Yes. So there you go, 740,000. We'll take that. Now, unfortunately, my Bardock has no dupes, so he can't crit. So he's not going to do really any damage to God Goku. We will take the additional super though, because that is a extra defense boost. So that is going to be very helpful indeed. And then you can chip off that last little bit of that bar. Okay, so Goku Black should finish him off here. In fact, I might actually use an item and then put Kumba in the front, because we do need him to build up more, and I think Goku Black might finish him off. So, I mean, he's got 300,000 defense, so his defense is fine. It's just the fact we still need to build up his attack so that he can actually do good damage against the UI Gokus. So, putting him in the first slot gives him that additional super guaranteed, and his defense is so high that even by losing a little bit of it from receiving that hit, he still tanks with double digits. So 8.8. okay, closer and closer, slowly but surely. And then because that's the thing is, I mean, even breaking, when we get him to the point of breaking a million attack stat, I mean, that's still not amazing, but as I've said in many of the other runs, we are very much going to be in a good position to get ourselves into that scenario where we just can't really die in one turn. And then that sets us up perfectly. Plus we have another Dokkan attack not super far away, so... yeah, okay, so double digits against Blue Goku. That's what we like to see. We're just going to keep going. We're going to transform against STR UI. And then obviously against him it'll be kind of hard to tell, I guess, whether we stacked our defense enough, because we're going to have type advantage, so he's not going to really do any damage to us anyway. And look at that, 12 damage from a super attack. That's what we like to see. There's no support on the rotation. So yeah, his defense very high. Actually, what turn did I use the Android 8? Is that still active? That's very possible, but I think I actually may have used that last turn, I don't know. But still, normally using an Android 8 doesn't, on its own, doesn't just get you double digits from a super attack. So I'm happy to take that. And come on, we need these counters to be crits for Geo. Disappointing. I mean, at least Goku Black 1.5 mil. That's not too bad. He's been getting some decent crits. He obviously does have a pretty decent built-in crit chance. So, of course I say that and then he doesn't crit. But alright, so what are you on now? Yeah, see, 152. So let's put you first. Now I'm not sure, because we are picking up, maybe I have to chill on the same type orbs, because I'm not sure if we're going to get to finish this Blue Goku before we get the Dokkan attack. It kind of depends a lot, as I'm probably going to mention multiple times throughout the video. I think I mentioned it already. But it is going to depend a lot on the RNG of the Geo Blue, because if he gets his crazy like 4 supers in one turn on the next turn, then yeah, we probably finish off Blue Goku very quickly. But if we don't get that, then it's going to take a lot longer. But, you know, even if this does end up being one of the longer runs, we are definitely doing fine when it comes to not getting ourselves killed. The double super from Xeno Vegeta is another huge defensive buff. So yeah, we are having a bit of an easy time at the moment, and that's what we like to see. So what is Bardock up to now? Yeah, he's got them on rotation, so it's not really a realistic display. 300k, so but that's with a 70% buff from Gowasu and Zamasu, so it's definitely not anywhere near that high. I don't think it's even at 200k. That would be, of course it takes a super attack straight away. I mean, 300k though should be okay. Oh yeah, 104. There you go. I wasn't sure if 300k would be enough for double digits from Goku. There you go. Yeah, another raise here. So come on, Vegito Blue. The spotlight is on you. We need many, many super attacks. And crits as well, which would be nice. No. No. Ah! 3 additionals, but they were all normal attacks. And then no crit counter. And there you go. Those of you that have been watching all of these new mission videos, that's running theme. Of course, Gowasu gets a crit though, when, you know, the unit that basically doesn't do any damage, even when he does get a crit. But I mean, he's trying, I guess, so we've got to give him that. Okay, so we're getting the Dokkan attack with Rose. Not ideal because he isn't the hardest hitting unit on the team, but I didn't want to put Kumba in the front slot because if he doesn't get a crit, then it will really not do a lot of damage. So best to go ahead with this strategy, I think. Yeah, 1.39, not the best, but let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a crit and at least take away like a bar, because we are just past the 20-minute mark and we're not at UI Goku yet, so it's definitely shaping up to be one of the longer runs. I'm hoping... Oh, additional super, we take that. I'm hoping once we transform Bardock that getting through STR UI Goku is going to be a lot faster. That is, of course, hoping that he doesn't just start dodging attacks all over the place. Because sometimes STR UI Goku doesn't seem to dodge that often. And then other times, for me anyway, he dodges a lot. It's like one or the other. But I guess we will see. So Kumba did in fact get a crit. Reasonable damage from you. I don't know why everything else on the emulator seems to be fine, but both of the Ink Goku Black super attack animations have had like a little bit of lag like part way through. I'm not sure why. These. Just got those, I guess. Leave the other ones there. So Bardock, like I say, Bardock can't crit, so unfortunately, hoping for him to pull out some massive damage is unlikely, unfortunately, in his untransformed state. Here we go, another super. So we don't have a support unit this time. Yeah, so he's still taking 30k. So if we transform him against STR, which is going to be very soon, against UI Goku, he's going to be taking easily more than 30k from the super. I guess it's one of those things, I could not transform him during STR UI Goku just because he has type advantage over him already. So he'll be doing at least reasonably more damage. And then because we know he's just not going to take any damage because of the type advantage, plus the how high his defense already is, that just gives him a bunch more turns to build up defense against STR UI Goku. I just wanted to transform him because I want to see him transform and see him start actually putting out some damage, but that might be the smarter way to do it. Probably does make the run longer as well, but we gotta do what we gotta do to get it done. So crit from Goku Black. So Kumba still gets to super, which is fine. He's getting close to getting to a million attack stat. I was gonna say I was almost hoping he wouldn't crit because then we could potentially have gotten an additional super. But okay. So I think for turn 1 we will go ahead and not transform. So we'll grab these. I'm not going to use an item, or should I? Because Vegito Blue, if he only super attacks once and then he gets super attacked, he'll take a lot of damage. And the normal attacks will probably do a decent amount as well. Whereas we probably don't need as many items when we get to Ink UI. So I'll use an Icarus, we'll save the Whis for when we get to Ink UI. And then we'll do this. Because now no one on the rotation is going to take any damage. Bardock and Rose should be at a point where they're not going to take damage from a super attack anyway. And then Vegito Blue just needed to be a bit careful because of the type disadvantage. Maybe now, because I've actually used an item, he will go ahead and super multiple times and make the item usage a waste, which I would not be unhappy about because, oh well, there you go. See, he got one additional and it was a normal. And we are not getting the crits that we need. Oh, and we are getting the super attack as well. Okay, wonderful. Wow. Okay. 240k with a Whis an Icarus active. That is a lot more damage than I was expecting, I'm not going to lie. But that's what happens when Vegito Blue only super attacks one time. He is a very, very good unit if he gets off multiple super attacks. Like, his levels of power when he gets multiple super attacks are absolutely crazy. But as we saw there, when he's not getting multiple super attacks and has type disadvantage, not the best. So should be okay this turn. I think everyone on this rotation is taking double digits from everything. Supers maybe 30 to 40k, but it should be all good. Like, Xeno Vegeta builds up his defense so crazy. Like, we saw that in the Vegeta family run. Kumba's been doing pretty well, and obviously the Ink Goku Black, that's like his main thing that he does. It's just stacking that defense. Come on, get an additional and actually get to a million attack stat. No, okay. As long as you're not taking damage though, that's okay with me. So so with Gowasu and Zamasu on rotation, we don't need to worry about Vegito Blue as much. Yeah, see, with them on rotation, he has 400k, but that means his defense is under 200k because he's getting plus 70%. So unfortunately, we are probably just going to have to go ahead and not transform again. Does give us a nice heal as well because his defense is so high, but soon his time will come. It's just unfortunate that we're getting hurt this way with the no crits and like no additionals from Vegito Blue, because when the RNG is in your favour, like, you can blitz through some of these phases sometimes, but yeah, no crit on the super, crit additional normals, that's not what we want, and no crit counter. So literally that's the example of like the worst kind of turn that Vegito Blue can give you. So it's definitely not what we want to be seeing. Okay, this rotation we know we're okay. So get a bit of heal up here. I mean, we're definitely going to get another Dokkan attack by the end of the whole event at this rate. I mean, going by this, how quickly we're getting through this bit, we might end up getting another Dokkan attack before we end up beating STRUI Goku. So fortunately though, when we get to Int UI Goku, on the Bardock Vegito Blue rotation, I'll be able to comfortably put Vegito Blue in front of more of the attacks without having to worry about it. So I think maybe next turn, I think we won't have a support unit. We'll check Bardock's defense, and then if we are at 200k, I think I will transform him, because we need to start putting out some damage on this man. So we're nearing the 30-minute mark for the recording, and we have not taken off a huge amount of his health, so we definitely need to do that. But I mean, like I've said before many times in the other parts as well, at least we're in a position where we're unlikely to just suddenly die in one turn. Everyone on this rotation would have been fine from taking a super, and then obviously Bardock has type advantage. Yes, he's got 326,000 now, which, I mean, that should be enough. We're going to transform. It's taking too long at this point, so I love his animations as well, so good. That last frame, just so very cool. But okay, now hopefully we start dishing out the damage. And this should be a decent heal from Vegeta as well. There we go. Okay. Oh, and of course he does have a chance to dodge for a certain amount of turns. So I guess it does make sense actually now transforming him before we get to Int UI, because otherwise he loses that ability anyway. So I mean, that was better damage, but it wasn't anything crazy. Oh, come on, Vegeta Blue. Crit. I need crit supers. No! Okay. Crit counters, though? Man. This Vegeta Blue really doesn't like me today. No crit counters. Yikes. Get the dodge, why not? You dodge that double digit damage. What are you up to now, Cumber? Almost 300. Goku Black's over 500,000. I might actually just go ahead and use this, because I am a little bit worried about the Gowasu and Zamasu in the back. If they don't dodge, they were taking, what, 60, 70k from a normal attack? So if they get, like, they're getting attacked 3 times at the back there. If that was 2 normal attacks and a super, we would probably die if I don't use an item. Now they could dodge, but if they don't, we'd be in big trouble. Now obviously against Int UI Goku they can't dodge, but at least there they have type advantage. So hopefully, if we're on full health, I would imagine a super attack and then even a follow-up attack on them shouldn't be enough to kill them. But I'd much rather use the item here and be safe. I mean, they'll still take a lot of damage from a super if he super attacks them and they don't dodge, even with the Whis active, but... Okay, well, here we go. And yeah, they didn't dodge. So, 238 with Whis active. That is ridiculous. Okay. So what is his defense now? Yeah, see, it's just under 300k. That's pretty decent. The Whis is still active, so I shouldn't need to use an item here, because we get a decent enough heal from Rose. The only problem is if we don't finish him off this turn, which I think is unlikely considering how Vegeta Blue has been treating us for the last few turns, means we're going to get the Dokkan attack next turn, which is not ideal in the slightest. Crit from Bardock, no additional. Come on, Vegeta Blue. Please, I need you to actually kick off here. We need crits. Of course, he has full crit for me. So he has a 30% chance to crit on every single attack. And we're just not seeing it. So, and of course, why would he crit on the counter, you know? There you go. It's not enough though, unfortunately. Goku Black not going to be able to finish off STR UI Goku here. So close. If we'd got an additional, we could have done it. Man, that is not what you like to see. So, I guess we're getting a super. There's no way to avoid it, so I might as well grab those, get a heal. That's a good heal, actually. So, we're not going to do crazy damage, but, I mean, obviously we're going to kill him. And it should be enough damage to get us a full heal. But we are nearing the 35-minute mark, and we haven't started in UI Goku yet. Oh my god, this is a horrible Dokkan mode. Fully got away from me there with the mouse. And, oh well. Oh no. Stop this. I don't know whether that came up on the recording or not. I can't actually see because my thing is minimised. But good old sidebar. But right. Goku Black. Gonna finish him off here. Well, at least get a crit so we can get a full heal. Okay, good. That's what we need to see. Plus, cool little finish screen. So. Okay, so UI Goku, we meet at last. So Bardock has 400k when he's on rotation with Gowasu and Zamasu for the defense, so that is pretty good. So we shouldn't need to use an item here. Come on, Vegito Blue, do what we've all seen that you can do and just finish this man in one go. We need crit counters though if we're gonna... Okay, well, of course. Come on. Just go off. That's what we came to see. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. One more? Okay, no. Crit counters, come on. Yes. Almost 1 million damage per crit counter. See, that's what we want. We don't want that. Actually get a crit and then he dodges. But don't dodge that one, you know. Oh, okay. Dodges everywhere, so... Oh, and then he's taking the super, perfect. So this will probably do a reasonable amount of damage, I would think. No, okay. I am forgetting, of course, we had 400k defense, so... I guess, yeah, we are looking good in that aspect. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad for them, so... We are definitely safe for now. How high is Kumba's attack stat now? We must have broken 1 million by now. Okay, we'll get the additional. There you go, that connects. So at least we do get the defense raise from those supers that don't connect as well. So that is a double raise for Goku Black. So his defense is going to be absolutely insane at this point. Man, if they made it so that he stacked attack and defense, he would be so much better. Like, because people consider him pretty low on the tier list of like Dokkan Fest leaders for categories. And man, if he stacked attack as well, like imagine how insane he would be in this event. Like at this point, we'd be seeing like 4 or 5 million attack stats from him. If it was greatly raises attack and defense, like, that would be so good. But oh well. Oh, we're gonna have to put you here. So we can do this, and then this, and then this. So, oh, I should have checked his defense without Gowasu, but I mean we're still taking double digits from normal, so that's the good thing. That's the payoff of not transforming him for so long, is that we now at least can tank these attacks. He's not hitting all that hard though, so probably not the best choice for this event. But like I said, I didn't use him on any of the other runs. I do love Bardock, so I wanted to bring him along. Yes, come on, Vegito Blue, more crits. That's what we need to see. Crit normal, I guess we'll take that. Now, look at all these counters you've got lined up. Yes, okay. Okay, I mean, still 400k if it's not a crit, because we did double super, so that's okay. Yes! Come on, Vegito Blue. Okay, that one got dodged, but that wasn't a crit, so that's fine. Okay, one more. I mean, pretty significant amount of damage that turn. That's what we need to see for Geo Blue. So now, probably cut the time of this run down just a little bit, because we just did a lot of damage to him in that one turn. So let's do this. Trying to save as many of the like blues and orange orbs as I can, ready for the turns that follow. So I'm not too fussed about getting a super attack with them. They can't seal him anyway, and they don't really do a lot of damage, so that's fine. Alright, we're over 1 million attack stat. We probably have them for a couple of turns, because I know his goes up fairly slow. Because it's, yeah, 1.1 now. So, okay, dodge. Yeah, another one. Yeah, see, 1.1 still. So it definitely takes him a while to get up there, but he's been doing really well defensively, so I suppose we can't really complain too much. We know Gowasu and Zamasu don't take that much damage, so hopefully, if Vegito Blue can put in a decent performance again, then maybe next turn will be the final turn. This is going to do no damage at all. Even without Gowasu and Zamasu on the rotation, Rose's got enough defense now. Yeah, 88 damage. Get out of here. So he dodged them anyway. And then yeah, 25k. Okay. So go ahead and do this. Nice heal there from the Bardock as well. So let's just grab those. Okay, so Vegito Blue, we are back in this space again. You can start hitting these crit counters. I mean, 100k on the non-crit counter before getting off any super attacks is not the worst. At least it's not doing like 300. Of course, dodge is the only crit. Dodge is the first super. Okay, I mean we're still getting the attack raise though, so okay, good. Actually hit this one. Yeah, there we go. And a crit as well. That's what we want to see. So decent damage. Okay, probably not taking him out this turn, yeah, even if those were all crits, but why would we get crits? Ooh, is Bardock and Rose going to be enough here? My Bardock can't crit, because I think his crit and dodge thing only lasts for a certain number of turns, so, because we're not fighting an extreme enemy as well. That's not ideal. That probably hurts a little bit. Because with no Gawasu and Zamasu on rotation, yeah, 100k. 100k is not bad, though. We definitely take that, because then we know Rose is not going to take a lot of damage. But can Rose come through? Finish him off here. Mine has 3 dupes, so he can crit. He's got full crit, I believe. Actually, no, because he has built-in crit, so I think I gave him a decent amount of additional. And here comes that additional super. I think, even if it's not a crit, we could be good here. Come on, Rose. Zero Mortals plan. Do it. Yes, get that crit. Take out that Goku. Okay. So there you go. Just over 40 minutes. So not the worst run. It shaped up to be a longer one, but definitely not the longest one that we've had so far. But yeah, fun little team. I wanted to try at least bring 1 or 2 Heroes units. So the Xeno Vegeta is very good. Because obviously all the Heroes units are on Time Travelers. But just not a lot of them are super good for the Legendary Goku event. But yeah, that free-to-play combo, very good. I've said before, I don't normally put investment into free-to-play units unless I think they are really good. Because obviously I don't need to use free-to-play units. And we didn't use many items either, just because of how good the team is defensively. So, very, very good. So, let us do the routine end of the video by collecting our gifts here and then going to the summon. The last video, I think, was all SRs again, following the luck we had previous to that one, where we actually finally pulled a couple of SSRs. So we're coming off of a 5 SR multi from the last recorded video. Yamcha and Buu, not exactly the combo that I'm looking for here, but you never know. Goku could still go Super Saiyan 3. He does not. So there you go. Probably 5 SRs. I mean, we could still get an SSR. Just because you don't get the animation doesn't mean you're not getting one for sure. But I'm going to guess we are probably not. And yeah, okay. Another 5 SR multi. But I mean, really the 5 stones are probably the main prize. So, but there you go. That is the Time Travelers run beaten. Let me know down below, what team did you use? If you don't have the units that I used, let us know if you need any team building advice down below. We also have a section for that in the Discord if you haven't joined that already. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.